dizzy. But at least I'm not throwing the allergy nonsense no more, so I'm glad about that. But other than that, yeah, I went in and got out the whatchamacallit. I know I wasn't feeling too well yesterday because, as I said before, I worked with this stuff before. I've never had any problems with it whatsoever. The clear silicone, never had problems with it ever before. And I don't know why I just had such a problem with it yesterday. So I thought maybe because, time, younger when I was working with this stuff, maybe that was it. But started working with it again and no problems whatsoever. So I do believe, oh man, I put this thing in upside down again? Where's Louise? Really? I put this thing in upside down. Sorry, trying to put the cell phone case back together. I literally thought I had it in right. I put it in completely upside down. Like, why is this thing not fitting here correctly? I do apologize for the bounce around. Alright, so I was going to be done for the day, but always something to document. And I like to document my stuff. So that way I can always go back and say, hey, look, I built this. Or I put that together, or put this together. So I like to document my stuff. Alright, let's see. Gaming PC technology over there. The new screen. So basically, where's the boxes at? Put my stuff in. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Huh. I swear if I had a quarter every time I lose something in here, I'll be a millionaire. So I'll show you in a few minutes. I'm just trying to figure exactly. Oh, down there at the bottom. Of course it would be down at the bottom. Where else would it be at? So yeah, just trying to get everything organized and drink something because I think yesterday wasn't going too good because I've worked with this stuff before and I had to a little punch it sometimes, but I'm kind of used to it. I've used it before many times, never ever had a problem with it. Not ever. And this time around, it's like I felt like I was going to go dizzy. I was going to black out, but I think I was sick yesterday. So colds don't last long for me. I think that day it runs this period and it's done. But I went in and finished the rest of the job. So this is the first layer of ice that we put on it. And then it has an ice buildup. So this is the first one you put on to give it that application. And then after that, you build it up in your corners, nice and wide. So as we put the piping system in, the ice is going to overlap over the pipes and come back out again. And this is where we're going to go in with the caulking and then basically go over top of it with the clear, because like I said, it's not bothering me anymore with the clear. But before we do the caulking, and we're going to have all the caulking glow in the dark, and then we go back over with the clear. So all that glows nicely. But this is just the first set of icing we have to put on first to give it that effect. So we got the water bottle finished and done. Coca-Cola's done, got the caps finished off. And then inside we got it nicely done all the way around. And we're going to drop them in two big fans here. All this is going to be covered up, so you won't see over there, you won't see any of this. All this will be covered up. So we're going to panel all this in, cover all this up so you don't see it. Put a big display across here, maybe Frigidaire, maybe Sub-Zero refrigerator, something like that. You won't see these corners, all this should be covered in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a fan here in the corner, like one fan there, we just need one fan there. Two fans at the bottom here. And then we're going to put a light system that's going to run from here, here, and here, down here, and here. So this whole thing's going to light up. Here we're going to have plexiglass. You can see right through it. I want you to see the frozen objects on the inside. And on the plexiglass, we're going to have it coming down like it's ice here, crack it up, and like crack design to it, or like crack design to ice, so you can see right into it. So it's getting there. Yep, it's getting there. So I don't know why I went over this, because literally I'm going to have to take this out anyway, because we're going to put in a bigger graphic card, but I figured, might as well. I want to get started on that over there, because that's the one we got to actually make it look like it's been sitting in the ocean for a bit. That's deep 6, 7 over there. So yeah, everything went nicely. Stuff dries super, super fast. Let's see if the bottom area is dry too. Yeah, it's dry too also. There we go. Coke bottle right there. Got a water bottle right there. But I'm gonna have these over in the corner like so. And then we're gonna have in here a slice of frozen pizza and some popsicles. I saw this frozen pizza, I was like, oh shoot, I want that in there. So I'm gonna do a frozen pizza in there and some popsicles. So this is coming up quite nicely. We still got to put the liquid in these things. So we're going to put the liquid in them. We got the food dye coming in. I can get the color we want. This one we can just keep clear with just regular water. And then we're going to drop this gel into it. It's going to turn into a gelatin, where it's just going to stay in that one position. So if we lean a little bit side, it'll just lean to the side. It'll stay in that position. And then we're done with those. And then we just frost everything else. But like I said, these bottom areas down there, all that'll be covered up. All this will be boxed in quite nicely. And then after that, when that's all done, we're going to go in and basically add in the lighting system, fans, and all that. I got a Molex up here that's going to feed down here, and that's going to run everything we need down here with no problem. That'll power everything all, or power everything with no problem whatsoever. Up top, this is coming out because I told you I'm going to put this one over here in Deep 6-7. Where's that cable underneath my feet? And over here, we're going to put in a double fan system in the back along here. So another set of fans down there. That's a pain in the neck getting in that area right there. So yeah, I did the wire management. Got my wires all up and everything. But like I said, we're going to put a nice, it's already structured. Got a nice structure to it because it's already hardening. But we're going to put a nice light PVC piping all through here, in and out with gauges on it, stuff like that. Little temperature control readout, stuff like that on it. Stuff we can add in there, and that'll give it a nice little structure frame over top of another structure frame, and our power button, which I'm gonna be cooking this up pretty soon. So I'm gonna bring in some more silver. I do want to make this like a kind of a silver box, and this always has the 3M on the back of it. So you can basically stick it down. It's gonna have that separately. Whew, man, this is an interesting project. No frost on or whatchamacallit here. This I'm changing out. So I told you I'm going to be basically, there's a piece I can connect on top of this. It has a readout temperature control. I can even make it snow. It's a little LCD that comes up there. They're about $60, but they're definitely worth it. That's going to be on there giving that temperature control. But got a nice little ice job on it. So this right here, pipes come in pretty soon. And it's a PVC pipe set. Those small 1-inch pipes. I'm going to feed it all through here, up and down here. And we're going to put a little Mario Brothers kind of setup in. And we have the Ouija and the Mario Brothers fighting back and forth. Put a little bit of some little characters all over it. So we're going to hook that pretty cool. The back part back here, we're going to do a whole entire sticker display of different forms of arcade logos all on the back. Coat that in, laminate it so it's real nice. And we'll put the pipe system between it. So yeah, this is coming out quite nicely. I might put a giant Pac-Man in there. I'm thinking I might put a giant Pac-Man statue right over in there. Push all that back a little farther and put like a Pac-Man statue in there. So, yeah, I'm looking at some stuff right here we're going to be working on with this. I got some pipe cleaners going to come in. We're going to twist some vines around it so we can have Donkey Kong swinging back and forth across the case. So we're going to do a lot of cool displays with this. So still working on this, and this is the next project. This is the Ocean Deep 6. Nuclear reactor and nuclear power submarine. I'm gonna tell you something that, you know, it's nice when I get people who come in and look at the technology. And I'll tell you why it's nice. Because, you know, when you're dealing with a lot of negative nonsense online of people spreading false rumors about your products, and you get to see people come in and see the technology and the smiles on their faces of what they see and they like the next technology, it allows you to see the hatred and jealousy that our company had to go through on individuals that were bent on trying to destroy what God has blessed us to have. And that's one of the things I noticed. When people come in here and they see this black screen pulling up, you see the beautiful colors and white levels and all that. And I've seen that in places where we're blessed to be at, and people see that technology. It just makes me think about the individuals that went in and did hateful videos on our company to try to make our products look bad. But like I said, my Lord knows my products work. I've been blessed to be in this building, have people come in and see it, and they know it worked. I know it works. My customers know it worked. And the Lord's going to make so that these individuals who went out and committed these crimes are definitely going to be brought to justice. Yep. Because you know you did wrong. You definitely know what you did. You definitely know what you did. And I can't wait till that day comes. We get in court and I can finally get my day where I can sit in front of a judge and explain to them all the stuff that we went through dealing with these individuals. Yep. So deliberately take our labels and put black paint in them and try to make our products so dark and dirty. I can't wait for that day. As a matter of fact, I'm requesting for my attorney to make sure they paint the screens in. We're going to give you a container of that paint. We want you to paint our screen into that courtroom. And I want to see if you can get it to display just like the video displayed on YouTube. And if you can't, yeah, you're going to get jail time for it. That's definitely. That's major fraud against my business. Major fraud. Serious charges on top of that involving also too, not only just the copyrights, that too. But you know, just to see people come in and see that technology and just see the smile on their faces, you know, just lets me know how hard I work to get there and how much hatred we have to deal with people that are just bent and jealous on our work at to begin with. So they want me to do a paint-on demonstration next. They want me to do a paint. He must bring over some of his investors, and they want me to do a paint-on demonstration. Internet went out. They had to come in and fix the internet. And he's a cat guy at the end of the day. There's a couple of cats, and he was trying to coach Taco out of his cave, but Taco is not used to people yet. So he sat there for a while. We talked for a little bit. So he looked at all the stuff I was building in here. He says, "Wow, you're pretty busy here, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, working on this and working on that." He's looking at the PC we're building and the one we have over here. And he was checking out. The screen was off. I didn't have the projector on. I was there. I'm gonna show you something. Clicked at the projector, and the image came up. Or the gaming image came up, and he was like, "Wow, that's crazy. That's coming off of black." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We can paint that on anything we want. Convert that into a screen." So they are really excited about the stuff that we're working on. But just to see them come into the office and look at it and just see how amazing this technology looks. Mind you, these people have white projection screens in this building. There's nothing but white screens in here. So I'm the only one that has technology that's activating like this. So they have several offices. They want that application throughout all the offices for his business. Anything we have, table technology, what they see the table technology we're working on, that's going to change some things in the office. So it's nice to see appreciation for our products. And don't get me wrong, I love my customers. My customers come in, they buy our products, they support our company, and they basically appreciate our work. But it also goes to see exactly the hatred that we dealt with people at the end of the day that were just bent on trying to destroy what we build. But like I said, I put things in God's hands, and God blessed us with this amazing capability, this amazing blessing, and he's going to see it through, that these individuals are brought to court and justice is served. Because the next stage for them is they're going to have to prove in a courtroom that our products react that way. And that's not going to go well, just so you know. That's why the lawsuits are in the millions of dollars. But it's nice to see other people come in. That's what I like about this spot. Then having the garage was nice now because we developed this technology in the garage. But it's nice then being in an area where people can come in anytime they want or knock on my door and say, "Hey, what you working on?" And they'll see our technology. Other than someone sitting in their apartment making fake videos about my company and spreading false lies about my business with other individuals. So keep in mind, you will paint my screen up in a courtroom, and you better be able to prove it does exactly like your videos. If not, the lawsuit for what we asked for $1 million, it's going up. It's going to go up by a lot. You're going to get sued, and you're going to basically go to jail for committing crimes against my business. You attacked my company and spread false rumors about my business that weren't true because you were jealous of my work. So I'm looking at, I told you there are people that are not going home ever. We have the copyright infringements on one of them, and because of we have all these videos of him showing these black paint products that are not picking up, not producing images and lying about my company, He's looking at maybe another 30 additional years in jail, maybe 50 years in jail for committing crimes against my company. So as I said before, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. It's going to over 100 years. It's a lot of time. And mind, we still have post office fraud charges coming up. So we're talking about close to about 100 something years. So yeah, he's scared. That's the reason why he did the whole fake lawyer nonsense and did all that stuff. And yeah, he's scared. He's scared. Well, you listen to the devil. That's what you did. You listened to the devil. You didn't cause me any harm or anything whatsoever. We're blessed to have people come in and see our technology and see that our products are working quite well with no problem whatsoever. If my products didn't work, there is no way in the world that I could get a 150-inch screen to push through a window. It'd be virtually impossible. And the owner was out there watching the whole thing when it was going down. So I guess in that situation too, I had cameras also, right? Just like when I had people come in here, I got special cameras, or I don't know how that would even work. Maybe I got mind controlling capabilities. No, you did false demonstrations against my company. You lied about my business, and you try to make my company look bad. Those people that are responsible, including him, will be hunted down. When I mean hunted down, anyone we find in those emails, any future calls that hit our accounts, you will be prosecuted. So you know it's coming. So if you called my phone, your numbers will be traced. They will find exactly where your whereabouts are, and you'll be ready to be served for court, summoned for court. You get you in a courtroom, and I told you, the day you see my face in a courtroom, your life is over. I'm looking to get you, if you haven't done as much nonsense as they have, I'm looking for a minimum of 1 year in jail. If they give you probation, and you get probation out of it, you're looking at a massive lawsuit. So either way, it's going to be bad. Because I'm going to sue you for over 50 grand. We're talking about 200, maybe 100 to $150,000 lawsuits going out. So technically, you'll be working for me because I can garnish your paycheck. Yep. And I can remove things from your home. I can even take your home if I want. So yeah, there's a lot of people getting sued because there's a lot of people involved. And basically trying to destroy my company. And you will be tracked. I explain to people that I do business with what you have done. I show them all your information. I redirect them to the blacklist. And you can see exactly how you have carried on and how you've acted online. All your stuff is exposed. When we get to court, you'll be on court record. Everything you say in that courtroom will be on record. Once that's established and on record and everything's done, we file a lawsuit against Wix. I'm not going to tell you how much money we're suing them for, but it's a lot of money. A lot. But, yeah. Attacked me for no reason at all. Because they were mad at me. Full of hatred. The devil told them they were going to get away with it. God told me they weren't. So, it's nice to see somebody come in and see people come in and see our work. My baby. She's getting there. Let me see. So, you know this from the door. I want you to understand it's crystal clear. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. You attacked a Christian at the end of the day. I want you to know that. God is my protector. He will seek and he will find you. So you understand that. There's nowhere to go. He will bring each and every one of you to justice, be prosecuted. I put it all in God's hands. He's taking care of it. So, there's no place to go. That's why I put my faith in my Lord. Because I know at the end of the day, he will bring those who did this to me to justice. So there's nowhere to go. Can't hide from God. There's no place to go. And if the devil's dumb enough to tell you that there is, then he's an idiot too on top of that. Because he is the same individual who thought he could take over heaven. And that didn't go well, did it? No, it did not. So, like I said, my family's been praying about it. My people I've been around have been praying about it to bring these people to justice. And I'm so happy it's going to happen. So just to let you know that when they go through those emails, and they will, and if you were in there and you joined in on that group at the end of the day, we find you and catch you. Let's see if we can possibly get you some jail time. If you can't get the jail time, we get you probation, then we're going to sue the living daylights out of you. Now, I might be lenient on some of these lawsuits for some people. Depends on what the Lord directs me to do. And some people, we're just going to just hit them as hard as we can. But you just realize that. My buddy said that, man, the fact that they attack your product like that, your product has to be amazing. It is. My product is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Every time we got somebody coming here, the first thing they ask us is, I can replace my TV. I want this in my backyard. I want this in my front yard. I want this on the deck. I want this in the living room. They want the giant screens put in. How soon can you set it up? When can you make an order? Do you do installments? So this stuff is going to take off. Or even our Black Technology is going to take off. All these sports bars we have down here with all these white screens that don't show for jack. All these backyard events we have. And there's a lot of people up here that have big backyards. They got these big white screens in there. This technology is going to take off. My investors are seeing this as they know they're going to make a ton of money off of it. So again, if my products weren't real, for me to be in this environment would be a definite no-no. Because this isn't your home at the end of the day. This is a commercial property, which means people are walking in and out all through this whole environment, which means they come in here from time to time, knock on my door, and they see the screen. I mean, these people were so bent on trying to destroy what we built here, is that good customers that came up and vouched for my products, they attacked them too. Oh, they're scammers too. They're joining in with him. They're also, let me get this straight. Everyone who's done business with me down through time when I first started my company, they were all scammers. There's one big, huge, massive organization of all these people that are basically churches involved and schools and and recreation places, all these places, stores, and all these people all together decided we're all going to get together and commit this massive conspiracy to make this screen that doesn't exist. I'm going to connect with all these people I don't know. You make that statement in court, let me explain something to you. I can easily get you a 302. You don't want to go through a psychiatric evaluation. They stick you up on that top floor, start removing your shoelaces and your belt out of that place. There's nothing you can do. You'll be court ordered up there. They will stick all kinds of medication in you. Medications, if you weren't crazy coming in, you definitely will be coming back out. And up there, it's hard to get out of there. You can be up there, you can get a 10-year prison sentence, but up there you can do 20, 30 easy. Because the psychiatrist has more power than you at the end of the day, and more power than the DA. All you have to do is come back and say, we're making progress, but I think we need a little bit more time. And that judge will sign right off on it. And you could be up there forever. In prison, you lose your temper, get mad, and hit somebody, most likely you're going to get mandated for it. Something's going to happen. And there you do something, lose your temper, they take it as a violent outburst, a psychotic episode, which means they can tack on additional time to this, more than what you would get out of a prison sentence if you were in prison. A whole different area right there. So with that being said, oh, and I forgot to add, you will be up there with the real Michael Myers and Freddy Kruegers. The real deal. Not someone that says they're crazy, someone that actually is crazy. 100%. And very unpredictable. So that's what you're going to be dealing with. So, again, don't use that line at the end of the day because that's not going to work. But, if you want to use that theory, as I said before, this is why they're going to have them paint the screen up in the courtroom and try to match the demonstration that they displayed in their videos. And if they can't get it to match, there's going to be a lot of problems there. And that's going to be a problem. Big, big problem. So like I said, time catches up with you. Things that you don't like to other people, will catch up to you. Especially if a Christian gives it to his Lord to take care of, it'll be brought to justice. God will not forget. You have to understand, in this situation, let's say you pray to God and you beg him to spare you about what's about to happen to you. You're still going to have to confess what you've done, because you can't keep that secret. You committed a crime. You're going to have to confess it either way. And either way, it'll still be out there. Well, that's all I can say at the end of the day. I'm happy when I see people. I'm blessed to have amazing customers. I'm blessed to have good people around me that allow me to see, what we have here is a great thing. When you're dealing with people that are basically bombarding you with hatred because they're upset and angry because they can't do the same thing, and they probably could, they refuse to. Look at how they do their websites. Look how everything they do. They cut corners on everything they do. And then you wonder why it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out because you don't work hard for it. You don't want to work hard for it. You just want to do something easy, try to make fast money off of it, and just rip people off in the process. And it's not fair. So we come in, we do the job, we make good products at the end of the day, and they get mad over that. You do remind me, and I tell you something. You remind me a lot of the evil Pharisees. You remind me of those people. Because, Jesus basically died in two different reasons. By man, he died because due to the fact that they were jealous of Jesus. Extremely jealous of him. Now, I call myself Jesus? Oh, heck no. Far from it. But just think of the scenario here. Jesus comes to the earth, and at 30 years old, he's walking among the people, and he's talking about God's doctrine. And they're looking at him like, wait a minute. How the heck does he know all this? And he's so young. 30 years old is young. And back then, a gray hair was considered to be wisdom. It was considered to be knowledge, a man of great understanding. And they all had gray hair, but Jesus didn't. So how can somebody so young have so much information? Where did you go to school from? They're just asking them all these questions. And they're angry. And the reason why they're angry because they were ripping people off. They were fake prophets. They came there and act like people come to me, pray to me, pay me money, and I'll heal you on this, and pay you money. Oh, they've been what you see, those crooked preachers, they've been around for a while. Pay me money on this. In the churches, sacrificial lambs. If you pay for this special lamb right here, this is guaranteed to get you forgiveness. We're just going to defy God altogether right there, aren't we? We're just not going to just put words in God's mouth right from the door. This right here will guarantee you, if you pay me a little more money, this will guarantee you automatic forgiveness. And that's what they were doing, committing all kinds of sin. And that's why they were angry at Jesus, because Jesus came down, he was the real deal, and they didn't like it one bit. So they tried everything they could to try to make him look bad. They tried to basically ask some questions, and they failed at that. He knew everything he had to say. He answered every question correctly, and they didn't like it. They tried to entrap him in front of the people, try to make him sound like a liar, expose him. That didn't work either. They ended up looking like fools themselves. So they thought the end, well, can't do anything with him. We have to kill him. The only way. Because he's cutting into our prophets. The people are not following us. They're believing Jesus, and that's what they didn't like. The people were flinging to Jesus. They're crawling to Jesus. They didn't like that, because now Jesus is cutting into the prophet, because they're not Jesus and they're not making the money they want. But Jesus is not charging anything at all. Period. And this is what's triggering them off. It's ticking them off. So they figure away. But Jesus had to die anyway, because Jesus was a sacrifice. He had to die. Because the devil was also visiting Jesus too also. The devil was coming to him and having conversations with him too, and trying to tempt him to destroy the body, which is the sacrificial lamb. And if he did that, guess what? Me, you, and everybody else on this planet would have gone right to hell. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. You were going. So you were going to burn in the lake regardless. So with that being said, Jesus did what he had to do. But that's why they basically destroyed him. They tried to kill Jesus because out of jealousy. Even other so-called fake prophets, when Jesus took demons out of people and cast them out, they tried to do the same thing. Except for the difference is that Demons know Jesus. At the end of the day, they know who he is, but they didn't know them. They popped out that bottle like, wait a minute, who are you? We know Jesus. We don't know you. And they attacked him. Yeah. Yep. Jealousy. Jealousy is a bad thing. An evil thing, and it'll get you in a lot of trouble. The devil was jealous of God because he wanted to be him at the end of the day. And Lucifer was God's right-hand angel. Can you imagine that? Having that ability to be God's right-hand angel at the end of the day? How amazing that must have been. That's absolutely amazing. He ruined it. He destroyed it for himself by becoming jealous of God. Yep. And that's where jealousy gets you. It gets you nothing but destruction. That's what it gives you. And that's where these guys are going. All right. I am going to be I'm very happy on this, and I'm glad this thing didn't affect me like it did yesterday. I think I did have a little cold, so I'm happy on that. I got some orders and stuff I got to get ready to take care of for my customers. Thank you so much for supporting our company. We really appreciate it. And as always, we're working hard to try to make better products so we can basically continue to design products at the end of the day that are going to be much more affordable for our customers. Thank you for your time. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. I'm loving my PC builds. I can't wait to get this one built. The submarine submerged in the vegetable. I haven't done a submersive tank in so long. I can't wait. Got to go pick my submarine out. Then I'm going to get. Okay, got to go. We're going to do the Fallout too. I'm definitely doing that one because I got the radio coming in too for that one, the Fallout. We're going to need a bigger case. We are. All right, got to go, and God bless.